Today we're going to talk a little bit about soil health assessment. This is kind of a new test that I've developed, or that Ward Laboratories has developed, to kind of evaluate nutrient needs in the soil for your crop that you're growing, plus evaluating how good the soil health is in your soil if you're doing a good job of improving the function of the soil. So we do regular soil tests for all the nutrients except nitrogen. And the nitrogen we do is a water extract for total nitrogen. We do a water extract for nitrate and ammonium. Then we subtract the nitrate and ammonium from the total nitrogen to get organic nitrogen. Then we compare the organic nitrogen to the organic carbon. And if we have a really kind of magical or really great carbon-nitrogen ratio, which will be between 8 and 15, that means we really got a good soil life going, and we're going to get nitrogen out of this organic nitrogen that normally we can't measure, but we can measure it with this test. And so then we can evaluate and reduce the nitrogen fertilizer recommendation compared to what we normally do in a regular soil test. A couple other things in that test, besides those calculations, is one is a water-stable aggregate. So water-stable aggregate is an aggregate that does not break down in water. So when you get rainfall or irrigation, the water goes in the soil because the aggregate stays together and doesn't explode. Now, if that aggregate explodes, then the clay seals that soil so you can't get water to go through. And then when it dries out, it makes that crust on top that you see. And I often at times say we used to use a rotary hoe to break that crust so the crop could grow. But the water-stable aggregate, if you're doing a great job in soil health, then the water-stable aggregate is going to be higher. It's 50, 60, 70%. And sandy soils would be 95% water-stable aggregates. And this is a way to tell you if you're doing a good job on the soil health practices. The soil tests tell you if you're doing a good job on the fertility. pH and the soluble salts tells you if you're managing the nutrients, and so your pH is maintaining itself where it should be. So these are all part of the soil health test, and I think really a good test to use to see how you're doing on your soil health.